Hello, good evening, folks. How you doing today?
Evening, teacher. We
How
are
you do?
doing good at you.
Good evening.
I'm doing well, thanks God.
Let me put my hand
Good evening.
Okay, folks. We're gonna start with this session, and the content that we're gonna cover today are ethics paradigms and theories of justice. Okay, so today we will focus on discussion only. Okay, so please participate. And the objective that we got for these sessions are expresses informed opinions on ethical paradigms and theories of justice, using clear and coherent spoken English during guided discussions, supports all viewpoints related to ethical and justice-based scenarios by providing logical reasons or example derived from the assigned readings, and the last one interact effectively in oral discussions on model decision making, demonstrating respect for different perspective and appropriate turn taken. So here we got an introduction that I would like to some of you please to read. Okay, go ahead.
In this session, we will discuss real-life situations related to ethical paradigms and theories of justice. Based on the assigned readings, you will express opinions, agree or disagree with others, and justify your ideas using simple arguments. The main focus of the session is to develop speaking skills, not to memorize definitions, by connecting ethical ideas to everyday decisions.
Thank you very much. Could I have your name, please?
Gabriela, you.
Okay, thank you, Gabby. Good. Let's see, folks. Something important that she mentioned here, it's the ethical paradigms and theories of justice. Remember that these two ones are related to real life situations. And when we talk about ethical paradigms, we're talking about the different ways people decide what is right or wrong in every real life situations. Okay. And regarding to theories of justice, remember that it's when we are focusing on how society decide what is fair, how resources, right, are distributed and how people should be treated. So that is related to the theories of justice. Now, based on that, folks, how would you define ethical paradigms? If we say, listen this, if we say that when we talk about the different ways people decide what is right or wrong in every real life situations, so how would you define ethical paradigms? Do we have any volunteer? Okay, let me tell you, folks, that ethic paradigms, I would say that are frameworks or approaches that we use to determine what is morally right or wrong, right? And when we use ethical paradigms, these ones guide all of us as individuals when making moral decisions by providing some specially or main criterias such as rules, the consequences of the act that we commonly do, the character that we got, and the care, the special care that we got for others. Okay. And so some of the ethical paradigms, I don't know if you remember, folks, in the previous session that I was mentioning that we got the utilitarianisms and the ontology. So do you remember that? They were presented in some of the questions, in the speaking questions that we started in the previous session. And we said, folks, that the utilitarianisms as ethical paradigms, it's that one that evaluate the actions based on our consequences through our actions. And this is a kind of action that is considered moral or right, especially when produces the greater good for the human being. Okay. And some of the advantages that we got regarding to this paradigm, it's that rules matter more than sorry, results. Okay, results matter more than rules, and provide the promotion of collective well-being. And one of the disadvantage that we got is that probably the individual rights may be ignored. So when we apply the utilitarianisms, on the other hand, the deontology, folks, it's more like on moral duties, the rules, the principles rather than outcomes. Okay. And through this paradigm, folks, we can consider that some actions are morally right or wrong regarding to the situation that we got, and especially of our consequences. And some of the characteristics or advantages that we got this one, it's that the ontological approach follow moral rules and respect rights, right? Even also protects individual rights and fairness. And one of the disadvantages that we got here, it's that can be inflexible, especially in complex situations. And the other one that we got, because we got three ethical paradigms: utilitarianisms, the ontology, and the virtue ethics. So in the virtue ethics, folks, this is more emphasized on moral character instead of rules or consequences, right? And some of the advantages that we got for virtue ethics are that moral behavior comes from good character and provided promotions of moral development. And one of the disadvantage that we got it's that they usually less clear guidance in difficult decisions, right? So we also have another one, folks, another ethical paradigms, and but these are the three comments that we were studying through this course, okay, in this term. So regarding to theories of justice, do you have any knowledge, any background about this? What do you understand by theories of justice? Josué Guillén, Judith Palacios.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, what do you understand by theories of justice?
Well, being honest with you, teacher, I don't have knowledge about it, but uh, I think that is something that we suppose that is true or not. How we can uh relate the things with moral values and those.
Okay, good. Remember that probably all of you know what justice is. And when we got theories, don't forget that theories are approaches, okay? Something, if it is empirical, it's something that we believe, but if it is scientific approved, it's something that is existed, right? So we can also say, folks, that they are the theories of justice are some philosophical approaches, right? That explain how a society surely fairly distribute the rights, the responsibility, and the resources, right? And some of the main theories of justice that we got are the justice as fairness, as John Rawls explained in their version, in their revised version. This is an ebook, okay? E-document that you got on the platform, folks, and you have to carefully read that one because the task, the summative task that we got for this session, it's based on that person, okay? John's rules. Another one, another theory of justice that we got, it's the libertarian theories of justice, and this is emphasizes on individual freedom and the property rights, even arguing that justice depends on voluntary exchange, right? So one of the key, the core principles that we got here, it's the freedom over equality and the protection of personal autonomy, right? Okay, now let's move on, folks, to the speaking questions that I brought today for you. And I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, okay, 3 minutes for analyzing and looking for a way how to answer those questions that you're seeing on the screen. And then we're gonna start discussing this one, okay? 3 minutes for now. Let me know when you're ready, right? And please don't forget to say your name before giving your opinion, please. Okay, Julie Sandoval, go ahead. What about the first question? If an action helps many people but hurts one person, is it right or wrong? What do
I'm
you
Julie
think?
Sandoval, and I think it depends on the situation. Sometimes helping many people could be right, would be the best choice, but it is also important to think about the person who is hurt. We should always try to help, but we need to find a solution to reduce harm, and that will be fair for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Do we have another volunteer for the same question, or let's see, John Campbell, go ahead.
Yes. Um, this is Johan Campbell. According to the question, I think that it's wrong if someone, I mean, if uh, if one person suffer unfairly, because justice is not just about numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Protecting individual matters too.
Okay, okay, thank you. Let's see this the second question. Do you think rules are more important than results? Why or why not? Natalia, go ahead.
Hi. Um, yes, I think that they are important because they help to keep the society very organized. And sometimes the results matter more if everyone is following the rules. And I think that a rule will cause unnecessary harm in this case. So I think that's my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Natalia. Do we have another volunteer? Yes, Campbell.
Yes. In my point of view, results feel more important because they show real impact in the situation, but
Hmm.
rules are necessary to prevent abuse or keep decision consistent.
Okay, okay, really good. Let's see the third question. Do you usually decide based on rules, results, or feelings? Rosa Amelia, Seleni, Janisha Gomez, Josue Guillen.
Me, Judith Palacios. This is Judith Palacios.
Okay.
Well, in my case, I tend to decide based on a mix of results and feelings, more than I'm very honest. But rather than just blindly follow strict rules, and for example, if a friend asks me for honest feedback and I create on a creative project that they work on, my feelings tell me to be supporting and kind, but honestly, I will go for honestly first because
Mhm.
they need to have a real feedback, not just my feelings and not just support. Yes, but I will say always with honesty, yes.
Okay, thank you, Judith. Natalia, go ahead.
Okay, I will say that I usually consider the three of them because I think that
Hmm.
I think about the rules, the possible consequences, and how people will feel before making a decision. So my answer is the three of them.
Okay, thank you. Julie Sandoval.
I usually make decisions based on a combination of rules, results, and feelings. Because rules helps me know what's right. Results make me understand the consequences, and my feelings help me understand how others might be affected with my decisions.
Thank you. Very good. Let's see next question. Do you think everyone should be treated exactly the same?
Uh, I think yes, because always be saying no matter the skin, dark or white. Many people have a problem with skin because racism. Do you know what is a bad thing for me? Like policy of United States, you see in news noticias office policy always treat bad the black people always.
Okay, thank you, Roberto. Do we have another volunteer?
Me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So, not always. People have different situations, I think. So everyone should be treated fairly rather than exactly the same.
Could I have your name?
My name is Eleni.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Selene. Thank you. Good. Let's see. Next question. If the government has little money, who should get help first and why? Janisha Gomez, Rosa Amelia. Go ahead, Natalia, please. Then Campbell.
Sorry, I got stuck.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if the government has little money, I think the government should help the most vulnerable. ¿Cómo se dice la palabra?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable people first in this case, because, for example, children, older adults, and people with serious health problems. I think because they often cannot support themselves. I think.
Especially those who lives in rural area, right?
Yeah, right. Mhm.
Okay, very good. Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, just based on my classmate opinion, I definitely share it the same. You know, on different situation and in different area, government need to help them. You know, like the poor, sick or children should get the first help because definitely they cannot protect their self, or they don't have the capability to do that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's see next question. It's something always right or always wrong, or does it depend on the situations? Janisha.
I think it depends on the situation. Some actions may seem right or wrong, but the context can change how we judge them. For example, telling the truth is always right, but it might hurt someone in certain situations. So, for that reason, it's important to consider the circumstances before deciding what is morally right or wrong.
Okay, thank you. Guillen, go ahead. Josue.
Yes, yeah, teacher. I think that something always is right because I think that the things happen for a reason that we don't know, but in the future maybe it can be a good things because sometimes we say I mean on some cases we are hoping for something difficult, but when when we are speaking then on the future we take care about that. I mean we learn about mistake, we learn about fail, about the bad things that happen before to us, and we learn, and in the future it helps us a lot. We learn, we get knowledge about situation. So I think that is always right in in some parts. I think that's my opinion.
Okay, okay, thank you. Now let's move on to last question, folks. Which is more important for you, being fair or being kind?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I think both are important, but if I had to choose, I would
Hmm.
say being kind because kindness can make a big difference in someone's life, at least in my opinion. Thank you. I'm
Okay,
Selene.
okay, thank you. Julie Sandoval.
Thank you. I think both are really, really funny. But in my case, if I had to choose one, I would say being fair because fairness helps everyone feel respected and treated equally. However, kindness is also important because it helps people feel supported and understood. But in my case, I would say fair, being fair.
Okay, okay, thank you. Campbell. Leslie Valverde, go ahead.
Yes, okay. I think that both of them are really important, but in this case, I would say being fair because it's okay with being kind, but there are some times when um it's not only about being kind, because I don't want you to see me, I mean, to be agree with you only because I want you to know that I'm good person, or kind just to be good with you. But for me, in my opinion, I don't know you, but I think that it's more important to be fair. I mean, and everybody deserve what they deserve.
Okay, well, that's a really good answer.
Yes, I agree with my two partners too. With fair is more important because emotion can cloud your judgment and make you be accept somebody else, and that's not good, in my opinion. Also.
Okay, okay, thank you. Now let's see, folks, this one. So we got to a scenario. So I shared the screenshot on the WhatsApp group. So I'm gonna divide the session into breakout rooms. Okay, listen carefully. This the room number one. It's going to discuss the scenario one, and the room number two is scenario two, right? Please, I will be listening to you there in the breakout rooms, and then some of you will make a summary about the things that you were discussing, right? Here we go. Hi, folks. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In this room, folks, this is room number one, and as I said before, you will be discussing scenario one. Okay. So you got the scenario one on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Just been discussed, and then we're gonna make a summary at the end. You got it?
All right, I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, well, what do you think about this one? This is an area, so we got some guided questions there.
Actually, I work with kids as an English teacher.
You got it, folks? You're reading the scenario number two?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it was about the nurse on the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm. Then on
Uh,
the right side, we got some questions that can be useful as a guided ones.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, I think that the nurse should be breaking the rules on that time because we are speaking about something important that patient, I mean, a family member is dying. So we would like to speak with him at the last time, you know?
Yeah.
and I do not think rules are always more important than people's feelings. Rules help maintain order, but there are situations where understanding and kindness should be considered as well.
Yeah. Based on my opinion, I think the NAR should break the rule. Because when we are workers, so we follow um a company policy. But in this case, due to the situation, uh, the nurse need to show empathy to the patient because it's very important that at a strict regulation and the family
Mm-hmm.
deserve at last moment with their loved one.
Okay. Good. Someone else?
Teacher, I have one example. I think that on February, January, I was in the hospital. I passed like 14 days there, and basically I saw many people
Well, folks, I would like to listen to some of you that making a short summary about the discussion that you were doing. What about the first scenario? Do we have any volunteer? Yes, Julie, then Natalia.
Okay, in my opinion, I think the scholarship should go to students who have good academic performance and serious
Mhm.
financial needs. I work with kids and I teach basic levels, and they pay for the course. Obviously, they pay maybe $50. I'm not very sure.
Mhm.
But when a student is struggling with money, and the company says that the student is getting good grades, but he has or she or he has finite economic problems, I think the best decision is give the scholarship to the person that wants to stay there, but also shows that he's enough to be there.
I
Mhm.
think that is more fair because some students face challenges that makes studying harder. s- Studying harder. Ya no voy a
Mhm.
hablar porque dice la chavala que hablo sexy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's see the scenario number two. Do we have any volunteer to make short summary about discussions we had? Campbell, you were the selected one. Or Genesis Rodriguez. What do you think, folks, about the scenario two? So would you do the same as Nurse did?
Mm,
Would you do it the same?
Hey, this is Johan. Can I? Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, talking about the scenario number two about the NARS. So we definitely know that when we are as a worker in a company, so we need to follow some steps, some policy company, and whatever. But focus on the scenario. Um, Justice and ethics are not only about rules. They are about protecting dignity and showing compassion with, in this case, with the patients when rules fall short. So this is pretty much about my opinion.
So after done that one, would you tell to your boss the thing that you did, Campbell?
Yes.
So after having done that one, would you tell to your boss the thing you did if you were the nurse? Okay, folks. In this one, as I said before, folks, on the platform.